Welcome. My name is Suki Pangalia. I'm the CEO of Aj Magazine, Aj Television, and Aj Radio. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Entrepreneurs Deck for having me on your guys' program. It gives me a great pleasure to see a lot of the young minds doing such good work. The young minds that we continue to strive as a world. Anytime I can get involved to assist or support the young minds of tomorrow, I take a great pleasure in doing so. I started the Aj Media Group back in 1997. At that time, we started out with a magazine. From the magazine, evolved into a television and also Planet Aj Radio. The reason I started the publication or got into the media field was because I felt it was important to have a voice for everybody. I basically want to create platforms for different people, for them to utilize our platform to express and also to create social justice. I believe in supporting people and their ventures. I think together we make this world a better place. When I was counseling, I understood the model of intervention and prevention. With counseling, it's more of an intervention model. With the media group, I'm able to assist people around the world on a prevention model, which I enjoy doing. There's a lot of obstacles running a media group. The biggest obstacle for me, because I'm not a salesman, that it's hard to find people who can actually bring in the revenue. As you know, media survives on sales. So in that part of it, it's always been difficult, it's been challenges. But you know what? I enjoy the media platforms, enjoy the media work, and with time, things get better. Now, having COVID into the equation, it definitely put a lot of obstacles before us. Things have slowed down. As the businesses are closing, it's very difficult for them to invest into a media group. On the other hand, as restrictions are starting to loosen up, we're finding that we're getting back on track. Even though the COVID was there, the funding wasn't there, it was important for us to do this great work, letting people know what some of the health hazards were and prevention and so forth. So it's been a long 6 months. Nevertheless, we're here. In fact, starting September, Shaw Multicultural Channel has approved 2 additional programs for us. We will have 6 TV programs starting September. Right now we have 4. My inspiration comes from people like you. It comes from, young minds, comes from mentors. It comes from business leaders, even politicians. I never know who I'm going to meet the next hour or the next day or the week. But at the end of the day, my inspiration does come from connecting with people. With COVID, that made it a little more difficult. However, even though there are obstacles with COVID, we are able to adapt and push our limits and find other ways to do the work. Whether it's a Zoom meeting, whether it's more of an email or telephone conversation, we're finding different ways to work with us. And that way we're very resilient, and I'm glad to be in this field. I wouldn't choose any other field. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be on your program. The advice that I would give anyone who's wanting to start their own business is, you know what? If that's in your heart, you should do it. Just do your homework. A lot of people may specialize in a certain discipline, whether you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, dentist, and so forth. But that's one side of it. The other part of it is actually running the business. Running the business is a full-time job on its own. It's a profession on its own. So the biggest challenge that a lot of young people have is, how do you combine the two together? The way you do that is basically with a lot of planning and having a good support system. Most importantly, having a great team. If you work well together as a team, it's basically the future's bright. There's nothing that can stop you. Always be humble, be honest, and do it for the right reasons. It's great to be an entrepreneur. I know that in the country that we live in here in Canada, there's so much opportunity. So if you have it in your heart to open a business, I encourage you to do it, but do a lot of planning. Thank you.